become. Ora Kwasi Kwateng me mo akwa at the Solid TV so.
Me ya me also. Na me chia also ne ahwefo ne atiefo nyina.
Good.
Canada me Ministry of Education.
Okay, Ministry of Education. Sorry, my two posts in the so.
Yes.
Jesus and the ministry.
Really, but just for just for clarity and
good. And now our minister, the former public relations officer at the Ministry of Education, official GS election. I say now. My say there's a social media. Bima started calling T-shirt. Let can be can. Now also, and I'm kind of we are the originator of the word. As such as people want to know.
Good.
Okay.
Na nina na say ye maemu ha no.
Yeah.
Abrebia no. Ye akunya to asebi ye si hine foforo.
Yeah.
Na ibisi hine na akoye se ye hwehwe enipa bi ene sebido ha nipa de besi asese ne ho.
Okay.
A present ne ho. Na because you expect some character trait to be.
Okay.
You expect your expectation be a depending across.
Okay.
Be any also about tie.
Okay.
If you are also uhu kasa, be also temporal, be also the languages.
Okay.
So we've defined a template which within us, and even though you're drawn to baby, yeah, as a people of culture, you define a template of who we want our president to be or who a presidential candidate should be.
Okay.
And if you don't meet that threshold, the different will say, as soon as you are not solving, if you are on the presidential material.
Okay.
Then you know, you say, Eura Ken.
Yeah.
Or in Japan, and also declare and our disclosing intentions. So also, say you are going to in your MPPA nomination or contest as Flavera.
Yeah.
Now, all the public sentiments and the idea. Yes, they can. And when you casa, and I can. The past and yet, and I can didn't go for them any other. But you see, when people talk about all those things,
okay,
I am of the candid opinion. Say, if you want to have a very holistic overview or analysis of the PBR, pursuant to officer or power, at least you should also look at Nipano, the good aspects of what my
okay,
and normal pen of Apanaya, and also Sebio. Yes, I in a bit my day, a boy and semi day, Amano.
Okay.
Opinion a friend function, these Roosevelt.
Okay.
During Second World War, no?
Yeah.
Well, make some statement. Sorry, it's actually a Western church.
Yeah.
Church actually made a statement.
Yeah.
Or say, so in store car for my son, not car for your pure summer like half. It depends on how you see it.
Okay.
Whether you see it as a half full glass or half empty.
Okay.
The Pado Dona or more Papa some person or minor Kunanimana from the optimistic about the good things and the positive things.
Okay.
They will see it as half full.
Okay.
But we should be open money and now some pay green. Or do they be a who say in your cup, no people say half empty.
Yeah.
So you need to go here for
okay.
Now, the top of Bowen and the say, Urakena.
Okay.
You know, some of my Kenya, yes, what did you be at 10 years? So I see in Sabia Blue. Most of them were in defense of the party.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sir, Anas and Tokwa, we need Anas in Yana. It was not a Tokwa and Fano, or Nubian going investigation. And Fano. Only issue with corruption. Yeah. Party wants them at the Vianney, Kayaka, and about Yaka, arrogance of power, nay, Yusuba and Diakopusi.
Yeah.
These were all cautionary statements that honorable candidate, a can't want to be a
yeah.
Yanti, so. And no money be brio instead of saying be any parkour, you be who say, oh, Papano, the buffon tem, oh, Papano, be our Canadian. We should see it as strengths of him, not weaknesses.
Okay.
So that we can leverage on them.
Yeah.
So, Obia, there, motivation and a catcher with an one. Such a person is the best person when you are selecting disciplinarian.
Okay.
Obio discipline for power. What I say?
Yeah.
Obio passionate about a normal below our a come who's a quid or come on a brosono. It means that I know the sentence of which my day, Ayo, or whom you which my day, Ayo.
Okay.
So the air Kenyan say, okay, one more year, and the presidential material there, also you'll be about tie. also be onim kasa also be a sebio Ocean Kwara no afa kwara obi ohye nipa no afa kwara bi abonebo Solomon manipulations no more the extension to the throne. So we move from that stage.
Okay.
Here Nipa, let's accept the Nipa no based on his roles.
Okay.
Who is he? What does he stand for?
Okay.
Is he a disciplinarian? Is he passionate about his convictions? Or will be a chair of Becca?
Okay.
And yes, a big PR no the issue they say that way pentimento.
Okay.
So be the president,
okay.
And no ask about time. And no also I said that kofa I say MP for you. And no also I said that kofa a Sophie. No, that's not your work as an MP.
Okay.
I said, yeah, the one that we call it some populist act.
Okay.
The work of an MP is to make policies and decisions. You will recruit people, pay them, the state will have money to pay them to do those work.
Okay.
Say, I said, you man, MP, we have a shovel, I could get a mebwa.
Okay.
Say, traffic light, yeah, you man, traffic light, sir. President, why will you have to go and direct traffic?
That be.
These are no money, yeah, no man, I said, pentimento, yes, you are as soon as you're incorruptible.
Yeah.
Yes, you only on Pekasa. Yes, you are some Jewish. But only are some Jewish, if you are on your corruption that, as you read there, Ubuadia, Mahama is the whole. He's the whole actually a packaging a picture. Yato. Obama, no people so you who don't mean the ends of. Yeah. I'm so timid plus here,
yeah.
Also, more.
Yeah.
So let us accept people based on what they present. We are not changing anybody. So I say, oh, Ken is temperamental. We will tell you that he's not temperamental.
Okay.
But rather, he's bold and fearless.
Okay.
And he's also able to look into your face and take those decisions.
Okay.
So, yeah, my Muhano, Omaya said, you will be a try him woman there. Some man for the Encano Crow.
That be.
Over here, Bonnie, a bit in the name, you say, you are trying about. You are trying so bad. I said, well, could you understand you the set up on a when one day I come to school.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the corruption is starting.
Yeah, sure.
But this is a man we know him say he's a no-nonsense person. So instead of people saying that, oh, Kendi are temperamental, oh, Kendi, hey, say you will be a Timarukutu, a Bobier Numa.
Yeah.
Bakufo, no one Timarukutu over 7,000 workers.
Yeah.
The sea factory workers and Kaho.
Yeah.
Cherry tomato, a factory here and Kaho.
Yeah.
Other factories there and Kaho.
Yeah.
They were in existence to cry over 7,000 workers. So I say, send it across to me any president. Now, one bit ready.
Okay.
So, the team of human anymore. Nipa a family man. Okay, a family man or no to me. Our man 22. I take responsibility for all of them. Okay, so no moment to me president. Now, do you know if even to manage a family? Omami is going to be shown.
Yeah.
That's a be ultimate brand loser. So all what we are saying is, let Ken be Ken. Let him be who he is. He only say Nipa had never president here the India. I did we know him as bold. We know him as passionate. We know him say or a disciplinarian. We know him so believing in convictions. We know him to have his visions. In him so there can't bear the only to be challenging the party.
Yeah.
Then Obia or the position the Sumaya the Enco. Not the son of Martin Mogo Muti, no apology for a woman and so Ghana problems. So be caught now will be able to go for Nigeria. So as soon as your brand was as soon as you're nicer and no ancient hospital bills. And no AC hospitals and no any rules for us. So what we are saying is say we are not going to let anybody define any presidential materials. Nobody said that template. Who even defines him? And the Trump will buy all America, the people of Americans are happy. Have we heard American individual complaining?
Yeah.
So we want a leader that we believe in his convictions, that can tell to power, that can discipline his cabinet. And there is no other person than Ken. So all what you are saying is let Ken be Ken.
Now, Trump of America, he was being convicted of a number of cases, but America for Tuabamano. So, do you see the Trump trait in Kenya, Japan?
Yes, at the end of the day, it's not the people should be more interested in what the person, his leadership style can do for the country than even his personal life.
Okay.
What I say, and that's what Americans handle.
Okay.
Similar thing. Trump is a successful businessman.
Okay.
So career politicians,
yeah.
When you talk about leadership of a country and transformation of a country, it requires vision, and that vision has to come from a leader.
Okay.
Gaddafi.
Okay.
When Gaddafi came, people thought, oh, or the coup about power, or a military man. But Gaddafi was a no-nonsense person.
Yeah.
Gaddafi at the end. It goes to a sense because and Omeyan told Libya.
Yeah.
But then Gaddafi to me sister Libya.
Okay.
Look at somebody like Fidel Castro.
Yeah.
A former military man, when he came into Cuba, he caused transformation. Look at the Singapore president. He caused transformation. For China, just a few years ago, China was even far behind.
Yeah.
Maybe even Africa was even better than China.
Yeah.
And where has China got into? Because of leadership. So leadership counts. Look at America recently, almost losing their superpower status. But then comes a certain Trump and say that, look, hey, now it's about the interest of America.
Okay.
Americans could have said, oh, Trump, you prosecute you, no, oh, they are convicted, no, he was even waiting for a sentencing.
Yeah.
But the people of America didn't care. All what they cared about was one, Papa wait to continue America for
yeah.
If you are the candy,
Papa
wait to continue Magana for you. Papa wait to master of Galamsi, Papa wait to master of Udumso, Yaquay Motu to wait Mayo. So your housing deficit to wait Mayo. Agriculture with the transformation about Memua and Jumaye. Can it bring companies down? All over the world. Let me tell you. All over the world, 70% of the world's wealth and riches are in private hands, in government.
Okay.
We call them multinational organizations.
Yeah.
Coca-Cola and big companies. One of the control the world's economy.
Yeah.
And when you talk about the people we are here doing now, it's about driving creating the environment that will drive all these multinational companies to come here and establish one more companies. And you need a businessman with that model.
Okay.
It's gotten to a stage that we don't need a politician, those career politicians. Those career politicians have nurtured the act of, satisfying human expectations. And the two miniman on your only so.
Okay.
Only 2 miniman and only so. Speech. But we have passed the stage of speeches. We have passed the stage of policies. We have passed the stage where people come and tell us nice things. No. At this stage that we are, we need implementation.
Okay.
We need vision. We need leadership. And for me, a leadership, we have to see it in the trait of the person. And we are passionate about seeing transformation. And for me, that is who Ken stands for. But the person almost said, campaign, if you a community, honorable, I also say there, Obotai, honorable, I also say there, yes, they are all good.
Yeah.
But ask yourself, will those things put bread and butter on the table? No. No.
Yeah.
The problem is that confronts us. And you're Taibo. And then you're nice with it. And then you're show you Nimkasa. Leadership is to the gas to Nimkasa. Libya president,
Gaddafi.
But this is a leader, Gaddafi.
Yeah.
This is a leader who caused transformation. Indeed, the best leaders in the world don't even speak.
Yeah.
Best leaders in the world, come on, Kasa. And see, let Ken be Ken. Let him be who he is. Don't let us change him. Me and defining any template of what the presidential material will be. Let us accept him. Say, this is the Ken we want. Yes, I can do yes, it means we can use that to discipline people.
Yeah.
Can me challenging the party for people. We are sort of all the trouble thing. And you're concerned or it means say at the end on your catasumu muscle. And that is the kind of leader that we need. That is why we are saying let Ken be Ken.
Medase. Mr. And so see the hashtag let Ken be Ken. Your TBR Ken should be Ken. Medase.
Yes, my is a son because or the Umba or Ghana. So you could move on your memo.
Okato or Damba Kupa Ghana now patches.
Oh, now make us say you or my eye are trying.
Okay.
Obedience and money I say who are trying to know the Zakomania Papatani Pacro.
Yeah.
Or my penny yard and young to me and Canchero.
Yeah.
Or my party for yard and young to me Canchero. Or my so be we had the corruption yard to me Canchero. But it's only Ken. And I Kumuhano. What you can boss some chance no idea many annual. And for I so 1 year or 2 Adiano Becca. Now, men are avoided. Men are a pickup brand new. As a mouth of friends say V6 brand new. As a mouth 480,000 Ghana cities at the Arano election. You can't go in your say. So the offer can be average of 500,000. For any secure demand is about 1.5 million.
Yeah.
1.5 million.
Yeah.
Average local the margin.
Yeah.
What I said, 1.5 million. Say. And no 15 billion.
15 billion. Yeah.
Now so somebody gives you about 15 to 20 billion OCDs.
Yeah.
Now, because you support another candidate, you set the man up. You didn't tell me about it. I don't have a right to tell you, say, now, no, maybe I said be a group.
Yeah.
So when people are also wrong, let us look into their faces and tell them, and I will need the oil for Becca. Me, or I'm okay, why I'm probably kind of on
yeah.
But those who are ungrateful, I don't expose everybody to know who they are. So let's can be careful.
Me put Musa this question. So over answer. Do you see difference because here, Mama Samira Baumia, say new kunu and otam excavator, Ekubu George Otibo so adan ba ko du new kunu and kan. Me ka the Japan ko grant interview e wasompa. And also ne yere see why corrupt. Ofira broche ba no this. So do you see difference here?
Well, who say? Kennedy, like I say, I did any be or become awesome.
Irrespective of BFA.
Yes, people have their own leadership style.
Yeah.
So what I say, make one campaign be a one more last year, no be follow social media.
Yeah.
Now, or a woman say, bring her baby, all corruption, once and all car. And one name say, the campaign manager, and answer me so people so
yeah.
Obey Mike and say, we has all cancel too much. But the most I said, I'll cry corrupt.
Yeah.
I don't have that kind of friend in
yeah.
And Ken's leadership style will look into your face and address the problem. There are people who also want favors.
Okay.
So who go how when say or can do club and train day. But the good thing with Ken is that he's been consistent with it. And Jamu Bia the agility. Obia agility. And I know because I say me moody, but not compare honorable Ken to be. Was it honorable Ken there? So promise Obia or Ghana has to say or make a visa, cried Yako heaven could be a budget. Oh, I was just you, and I don't want to mention him.
Yeah.
People have tagged him with so much lies.
Yes.
I saw a cut over to Kusiani Mekograma or because of how the party here the ACTA.
Yeah.
So, and we shouldn't change him. Let him stand for what he is. People feel say, Ebia or Kasana, so Kasana Bosan or Kasana Komaso.
Yeah.
But it's about how we leverage on it. Don't we see also other leaders to be timid?
Yeah.
There are some leaders that you are timid.
Yeah.
There are some leaders that are only inspiring. There are some leaders that you there are some leaders who cry as well. People feel say, what the bar and comfortable my ability.
Yeah.
And so everybody has a weakness. But it's about how you leverage on the weakness or the said weakness. Me can then because I don't even see it as a weakness.
No.
I see it as a strength. Because who are or can I then it means that the panel on the Katasumo. That is the kind of leader that we need. So let's be careful.
Medasi. Mr. Kwasi Kwateng, the former public relations officer at the Ministry of Education, and now the member of Kendi Akumpeko Japan campaign. Papa Medasi pa Nyamenka ho. Mr. Kwasi Kwateng, and I'm in a cockabon common. On flyer beer and social media. It's a beer kasa hashtag let can be Ken. He's the originator of what time. So the Pat TV.